Hi guys, I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. So as I'm talking to you right now, it's 12:31 and I've set a timer for 2 hours and I think I already used like 24 minutes out of it. But yeah. So our on subject for this video is today's video is around extracurricular activities. I was not really specific when I was writing this. I wish I was, but I'm gonna try to cover as much as possible. So the question is, what extracurricular activities have you been involved in and what did you learn from them? I'm gonna start with high school and then I'm gonna keep going with college. So high school extracurricular activities that I've done almost all of it. I've tried sports. The reason why I did try sports because all my friends at some point they were pretty good at something and then I just was not. I was trying to like find my thing, but sadly, unfortunately, I was never able to find my thing. And as I'm thinking about it now, making me sad, but I'm just gonna stop thinking about it. Yeah, so extracurricular activities that I've done back in high school, sports. So I tried sports from 7 to 9th grade, I'll say. I firstly tried volleyball, which was pretty straightforward for me, but I'll say physically that was not it, and that's one of the reasons why I'll say I did not keep doing it because my other friends, they were way much more not bigger than me, but physically we could have said like, okay, cool, this kid can play volleyball, but I was kind of like way too weak for my age and people just did not really see me playing volleyball, and I was the fun kid, and the fun kid does not play volleyball, or they just did not want to let me play volleyball, and I was really bad at it because I've never really learned, but I wanted to do it, but I've never really learned, and people were not so keen to give me a chance to play, so I dropped out. Basketball, nah, there was like so many people into basketball and they were just like pursuing basketball, so I did not have like a spot in basketball, but I did try football because it was kind of like straightforward for me too, but basketball and football, bunch of kids were doing it, did not really have my chance. And I had tennis too, did not really pursue this because the cool kid did not pursue this, so I was like, I'm not gonna do this, but I wish I did, but I did not do it, which is not bad, but I think it would have been fun right now, but did not really pursue that too. And I think I stopped doing sport after tennis, which they call ping pong, not tennis, ping pong. You have a special way that they call it in English, but I can't even remember right now. But ping pong was like what we used back in high school to talk about this. I think like those were the sport that I tried, and I stopped pursuing sport at some point, and I went to do musical, I'll say the choir. So I signed up for the choir, and at the beginning it was really tough, like the toughest thing that I have ever done. But I did learn so much thing out of this that right now, as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, thanks God I've done that. But yeah, I did pursue the choir for like a good 3 years and maybe 4 years. Was as soon as I switched to what we will call high school, which is not technically high school, but I think when I was probably around like 9th grade or 10th grade, so yeah, I signed up for the choir. At the beginning it was really tough because I did not know how to sing, or I did not know how to sing properly, because with time I've learned and I was so good at it, everybody knew about it though. So yeah, beginning was really tough, did not really know what they were saying, did not really know how to pace myself properly, because you're not singing on your own, you're singing with people, so there's like a way, there's a specific pace, there's a specific tempo that you need to follow. So this is not something that I knew how to do. It was totally new for me, and that's one of the reasons why at the beginning I struggled. But for some reason I did not give up. I think because a lot of my close friends at the time were also doing it, and this was something that we wanted to do as a friend. So he didn't give up, I didn't give up, so we just kept doing it. And over time I got good at it. I got so good at it that everybody knew about it. I was that guy at school. And yeah, the things that I've learned out of this is how to show up for myself when I did not want to do. So like my school start at 8, but the choir start at 6. So I'll need to wake up at 5 and get my ass out really quickly early in the morning and make sure that I get on campus at 6. Which was a really hard thing to do because, my dad is not gonna wake up at 5, drop me off, and then come back home and, get ready and drop my sister at school too. So it was like, I either do it myself and I get out really quickly early in the morning and I take public transportation and get there, or I just don't get there on time. So I did it, and I did it for a really long time, and it also made me, as I'm thinking about it, way much more independent, way much more quickly, because I stopped depending on my dad to taking me to places. I just knew how to take myself to different places, and I just with time was able to get stuff done on my own. So it did also help me to be independent and navigate around without my dad and my parents, which is something that I'm pretty grateful for. But when it comes to me showing up for myself, this was the hardest thing to do, because my classes will start at 8, but I will be on campus at like 5:50 or 5:45, just waiting to start the choir at 6 or 7. Was it 6? I think it was 7. I think it was 6 at some point, and then they pushed it to 7 because of the situation of the country. But yeah, and with time, I got the opportunity to be close with my choir director, which is a crazy guy he's one of my favorite guys ever. Even when I was about to apply to college and I told him, hey, I still want to sing in college, and told him, hey, can you please help me to build a portfolio, he was really happy to do so. We're not talking nowadays or right now because because I don't have time for it. It's not that I do not have time for it, it's just I do not remember to do it sometimes. But I think I'll need to go and talk to him and say, hi, how are you doing, and stuff like that, because the country is not really doing good now, and just want to make sure that he's doing fine. Okay. But the choir was something that I really enjoyed back in high school, and that I did for the most part really long, for a long period of time. The second thing that I did in high school is coding. I was into coding back in high school, like computer programming, and my school did not have any computer programming club, and I've been able to do one, like the first one. And I don't think that they're still doing this right now, but would have been nice if they just kept doing it. But I've been able to do one with one of my friends at the time, and it was like so cool. So the thing that we did is teach younger student about HTML and CSS and like how to build website and stuff like that. They were so interested into learning how to code and do stuff on their own that like each time was mind-blowing. Mind you, it was like an after-school thing, and we used to have like a class full of students. I'm talking about like 20-25 students, and we were really young, like 9, 10, 11. We were just into coding, into programming, and yeah, just got to teach them stuff and just hang out with them, which was pretty fun. And that's one of the reasons why, or like when I find out that I really enjoy working with children. But when I later realized that I wanted to pursue medicine and not coding, I also find out that I do like working with children, right? But not in the medical setting, because I get too sensitive and overwhelmed sometimes, and I do not really see myself, dealing with student parents which are not agree with treatment and stuff like that. So I'm overthinking right now, I know it, but maybe, who knows, I might change my mind when it comes to this, and I'll put some stuff later. But yeah, so we got to teach them how to code, and there's an experience that I liked, and that was pretty much it. I did not really do anything else in high school, like extracurricular activities wise. And I was a boy scout at some point, but I stopped because the country was really bad, and the thing was so we just stopped doing it. So I'm not gonna even count this, but it was a really big part of my life for a good 2 years, maybe 3 years, and then just stopped because stuff just stops sometimes. But yeah, those were the stuff that I've done in high school. But in college I did a lot. I did not really do a lot, because in college I spent a good amount of time learning how to be be okay being alone because I did not have anybody at the beginning. I was just on my own. But with time, I got to learn how to open to people, and like learn how to interact with people and stuff like that. So I've been able to find my people, and the way that I've been able to do so is by volunteering. So there is like this club at school or my campus where there's like a group of people, right? They just receive different groceries items from different other stores, like Sam's Club or Walmart's and stuff. So they just like receive them on a big truck on campus, like on Mondays and Wednesday, and they'll distribute everything to other children on campus who just need them. So that's like one of the way that I've been able to find my people, and I been able to like do vlogs for the first time, and go out with friends for the first time, go to friends' birthday parties for the first time, and yeah, I did a lot of first time with them, and I really liked it, enjoyed it. And other than that, I didn't had the time to do other stuff. Yeah, I was at some point, and I think I'm still in the Straight and Gay Audience Club, and I am a vice president right now. So there's also something that I do here at college right now. And the other thing that I'm doing is there is a club at school. Oh, actually, I need to work on this, called PEPT program. So it's a program where they just link you with different professionals, and they teach you stuff about professionalism, if I can say this. So they link you up with mentors, and you get to talk to them, and you get to work with one project with different other people, and you get to do presentations and stuff like that, which helped me in some ways because I've been able to get new connections and learn how to present and do stuff on my own. And the other thing that I'm doing has something as extracurricular activities. So I'll say medical scribe is kind of like an extracurricular activities, but I'm getting paid for it, so it's not. So it's technically a job. I'm not doing anything else. I'll say posting on Instagram and posting on YouTube, because I do talk about stuff on YouTube, and also on Instagram I just post my flashcards. So I'll do something that I also do on my free time. Used to draw, but I don't anymore. But go to the gym as well. Extracurricular activity. Yeah. That was pretty much it for this video. So I hope you guys got something out of it. I think that you guys got something out of this, because it was really hard for me to talk about it for some reason. But I'm gonna try to do better on my 3 next videos. So just keep watching, and I'm coming.